Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Blades and Bait. Happy New Year to you. It is cold out here. We're back at the Alum Creek marina. Frankly, this is one of the few places that hasn't frozen over. It's only 32 degrees right now. Wind chills is probably in the 20s. Yesterday when I was out here, there was quite a few people, but there was only one guy who caught anything. Little guy, little tiny pole, using a micro jig. He caught himself 3 good-sized crappies and several bluegills. So that's what I want to try out today. Yep, everything shrinks in winter, including your pole. As you can see, most of the parts of the lake is still have ice on it. But it's a beautiful day, and it's crappie and perch season, so hopefully we can catch something. This is what I just picked up from Cabela's. It's not an actual ice fishing pole, but I didn't want to pay $35 for something that I'll probably be using only one season. That is an ugly stick dock runner. And I have me a small, tiny snap. And I'll be using a small, tiny jig. Something else that I haven't really tried before. But this is what he was using yesterday to catch all the fish. Right here, wax worms. So that's what I'll be tipping the jig with. Just a bunch of this little tiny grubs here. This is the smallest setup that I ever use. So even if I can catch me a small perch or crappie, bluegill, I won't mind. So it'll be my first catch in over a month. Now, kind of got all mangled up, but well, let's give this little tiny rod a try here. I changed the line on it. I didn't like the fact that it came in with a 6-pound monofilament. I use a 10-pound braid tipped with a 6-pound fluorocarbon lead on it. Well, it just had a bite. In fact, there's not much left of the worm. Ha! Guess those little tiny worms do work. Let's try it again here. There we go. Huh. Something just bit off my worm again. Yeah, maybe it's better to try something else that, which is surprising. I haven't used them in about 3 months, but they're still alive. Let's use some redworms and see if we have better luck with them. At least the redworms, they stay on the hook a lot better than your night crawlers, I think. There we go. Let's give it a shot with some redworms, see if we have better luck of catching something. that was a bite. Yes. Think I caught something. Yep, there it is. Ooh. Caught me a crappie. Wait, I think this is more of a bluegill. Wow, it's more of an orange bluegill. Look at that, folks. That is my first catch of the new year. Well, this tiny jig is actually working out pretty well. I've never seen a bluegill that's this shade of color. That is pretty cool. Decent size too. He's about a 6 or 7 inches. There it is, folks. First catch of the year. Yeah, so far it seems like I'm getting a lot more action using the redworms than I did using the waxworms. Well, we can try the waxworms out again. See if we can find a big fat one. There's a big fat one right there. And maybe I'm just hooking it up wrong, but it seems like every single time I hook one of those little waxworms on, it just kind of turned into mush. I don't know. It is my first time using the waxworms, but so far I do admit this little dock runner pole here is working out pretty well, actually. Okay, I've been trying it out with waxworms for a little bit now. Haven't had any other bites. I think I'm going to give it a shot again with the redworms. So far, not only the redworms, it seems like they stay alive a lot longer, and at least they don't get mushed the moment that you try using it. So let's try it out with the waxworms or redworms one more time. There we go. Let's give this a try. Yeah, that's the main thing about wintertime fishing. Yeah, everything slows down. Just need to take your time, have a little patience. In fact, I don't have much of a worm left. Obviously, it seems like I'm getting a much better result and more action on the redworms than I did using the waxworms. Okay, let's try it out again. There we go. Caught us something. Actually, once I look at it, maybe this isn't a bluegill. Because I've never seen one that's in this shade of color before. But it's our second one. Maybe this is some sort of a sunfish. And I see the red marks on them. So it could be a red ear. It's just could be the cold, but I've never seen them in the shade before. Well, there's our second one. And the best part about it, we still have our worm. There we go. There it is. Wow, that's a pretty big one too. Look at it, folks. Third one on the micro jig, and redworms. Good size. It's probably about a good maybe 6.5, 7 inches. Not too shabby. Hoping to catch a crappie, but at least we're catching something. And another one. There we go. This one's putting up a pretty good fight, actually. There we go. Good size. Fourth one, and this one is probably the biggest one. It's well over 7 inches, that's for sure. Maybe they are a bunch of bluegills. I guess they end up losing their color in the winter. Go figure. Well, folks, we've been out here for about an hour and a half. Didn't manage to catch about 4 bluegills or sunfish, I'm not sure. All caught on the redworms. Didn't catch a damn thing on the waxworms. So I'll be taking off. Just proves to you when it's cold and everything shrunk. Sometimes having a smaller gear works better. Anyway, if you guys like this video, go ahead and smash that like and leave your comments down below. Consider subscribing for some more fishing, knives, and kit videos.